Alright, according to the previous class, this is what I've got. If I check the visual reference, which is this one, I've tried to mimic over here these shapes. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I try to mimic the essence of the piece. The engrave it's got, and I've done mine this way. I think it looks pretty good. Let's carry on with another piece. In this case, I'd like to work on this one. First, let's enable solo. It would be the same for this one. It's a metallic piece. Select MHA Shiny. And let's paint it. Check over here the reference. The same thing. Old look. With the same tone we've used. Maybe we could play around with these two tones. I'll apply as material. Fill object. And let's paint with this one over here. Okay, let's enable RGB. The intensity is too high. I don't want it to be so high. Let's set it on 4. But I do want to paint it a bit more with this tone on this area. Let's head to spray and this one. I'll use again noise and check the reference. A bit darker, so let's use this gray I've got here. And now I'll make this lighter. It maybe should have a more golden tone, like this one over here. We could use standard and apply it from here by pressing Z. Alright, I think like that is alright. What we have to do now, let's check the reference. This engrave it's got, we make it exactly as we've made this one on the leg. Let's make it. In this case, it's a bit more golden. I think it's got a better detail. For that one, I've got here an alpha, this one. I've created this one by observing closely the pattern on this area. Let me show you the size of this one. It's 161 by 158 pixels. It's really small. We don't need it any bigger. Like that works fine. And we still can see the edge. Notice I've made it a bit blurred. And besides that, the cut and this distance is important to generate them from the alpha. The same for the distance over here. I set it right from the alpha. These distances existing up to the edge are quite important for the result. Since notice over here, it is really close to the edge. Let's apply it to see what I mean. So I'll select this piece, click over here, as we did, on Stitch Basic, change the alpha, import. That one is right here in textures, and it's called ornament 2. I'll anyways leave these files available for you to be able to use them and check how you can create them from the image. Because we have not only to learn my techniques, but often you will have a character and you will be able to only watch. and analyze how to proceed according to what you understand at the instant. It's basically what happens in this situation. So let's use this stone. Import it, ornament 2, open. And let's start to apply the stroke. I'll apply another subdivision. Fortunately, this is a small piece, and it'll look way better there. But first, the color is supposed to be golden, so it would be something like over here. Let's check. With more color and darker, set it on 20. I think there works fine. So what we have to do now is the following. Start from a location where we think it will fit, and we add the pattern. As you already know, we enable lazy mouse. It doesn't look good. Lazy mouse on 100. We already know lazy mouse is located here in stroke. Lazy mouse. Over here in lazy radius, 100. And let's try to make it following the edge as parallel as possible. I think like that should do. Over here is a bit more complex because we have to, well, this portion at the back won't be visible, so that's not a big deal. Reason why it is important when we make these kind of details. The visible parts must be almost perfect. Notice over here how it looks. But if we are from an angle from here, it won't be really visible. We need to learn how to hide those kind of details. Let's check how it looks. Take a break and we'll continue.